76. I actually was worried I was late. So see this one here. And I'm not in the casting couch because it's over there, but it's just uncomfortable. So I'm just sitting in my computer. That's the reason for the what have we got today? Oh, we've got new normal stuff. A new segment where I'm going to get Hendo to react to shit that he hasn't seen. Well, he might have seen, but he doesn't know what it is before. So we're going to do Hendo Reacts and normal news and 12 questions. I think we're going live this week, but I think we're all a bit rushed this week. So. Yeah. So it's a secret beer. I'll show you the space of the this one. I guess everyone in our Facebook group is getting sponsored beer, better beer. Well, I don't know if it's everyone, but a lot of people. So don't know if there's a good reason to join the group, but facebook.com/groups/boss in the brewer. Join the Facebook group and guaranteed bulk free beer. Actually, I didn't get any free beer, so I would say guaranteed. Right. Becomes Hendo. If signing in, it means he hasn't graduated. So
what's going on? Do you want to know something weird?
Yeah.
You sound funny. Why do you sound funny?
Hardly born that way. Hardly.
Well, you look funny. Let me just reset my
not on the casting couch. You might be noticing
earbuds because you never know.
You look like just like an English accent.
Yeah, no, your voice sounds all weird, even on my other speaker.
Oh, see, it's me. Hang on.
What does it sound?
That was better. That's better.
Oh, really? So it might be the microphone. See, this microphone fucks out sometimes.
You sounded like a Dalek.
What you can hear now is just the normal MacBook. If I plug this in, tell me if it sounds worse. It might switch. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yep. Nah, get rid of it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, shit again.
You sound like a Dalek. Can you just do us a favor? Can you say exterminate, exterminate? No, that now did nothing. Oh my God. That was just so... Yeah, that's better. How strange is that?
That's strange. I mean, it sounds fine to me, but I don't hear what's coming out of the microphone.
Oh, it's kind of weird. Get rid of that microphone. Just use the MacBook one.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck this microphone.
There you go. That's better.
Oh my God. What a waste. That's the
Take
second
it back. That's a Rode microphone. They're supposed to be really good.
Oh no, that's the second one too. The other one broke, and then this one sometimes it sounded real crackly, so I just had to unplug it and restart it. It seemed to fix itself, but
yeah.
But I don't hear it on here. I only hear it if I'm recording my own video, which is rare.
Yeah, right.
What's happening?
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah, I still do.
Something weird's going on in my house.
Okay.
I think my soundbar, like my stereo system, is being hacked.
Oh. How?
Well,
why is the first question. Why do you think?
I don't know why. Fuck if I knew why.
Why do you think
we wouldn't be having this conversation? But people keep connecting to it with Bluetooth, and it makes weird beeping sounds, even when it's off. And then today, I thought there was a bit of porn going on.
Okay. Did you check?
Did
you check your computer or your phone to make sure it wasn't you?
No, I don't watch porn.
I don't need to know any of this, but that's where I'd start. Hang on.
No, I don't have any of my Bluetooth devices connected to my soundbar. So
how does
I
Bluetooth
don't
work?
know.
Can anyone just connect to it? I think can you just connect
Well,
to
I
it?
don't know. That's the fucking thing. I would like it if there was a security code on it, so that not everyone can. Like, you have to make it discoverable or something. Let's have a
How
look
do you
here.
connect to it? Do you use it via Bluetooth?
No, I just have the Chromecast plugged into it and everything.
Oh, well, so what can you just turn Bluetooth off?
I don't know. I would like to think that I could, but it's on the Wi-Fi as well. Maybe that's getting hacked on my Wi-Fi. Anyway, it's very odd
Interesting.
and concerning because last night it was like I literally thought I was not going crazy. I was just like it was just like making these weird random beeping sounds. And you hear something and you go, oh, I wonder what that is, and then you hear it again and you go, yeah, and then you follow it, and it's like, it's my soundbar, but it's off. The TV's off. What's going on? And then today there was like some Chinese voices, and then porn.
What can you give it as an example of the kind of noises that were coming out of it, just out of interest?
Like the pornography sounds.
Yeah. Just I could help you understand whether it was or whether it wasn't. I don't know.
You know what porn sounds like.
No, just what's an example? What was happening? Was it talking? Was it like like documentary stuff?
Yeah, but it wasn't. But the thing is, I don't think it was. It was English. It wasn't English porn. I think it was Chinese porn.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What made you think it was porn? Was there mentions?
Oh, because it was definitely
mothers or that kind of thing, or what?
Moaning and groaning and all that sort of stuff,
Right.
and people in the throes of passion. And
okay. How many people?
Just 2.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Now, be honest. How long did you listen to this for before you did something about it?
Well, as soon as I got out there, it stopped. So I was out there, and then it stopped, and then there was like a Chinese voice, and then there was nothing. It's so fucking strange. I need to look at what the fuck's going on.
Chinese? How you for sure?
My Chinese is terrible. My Mandarin is terrible.
Interesting.
But it was weird, and it's very concerning because I kind of give a shit about my security and that sort of thing. So, internet security. Maybe I need a VPN.
So what was going for like a minute? So what were they listening to when you were listening to this? They were just troubleshooting their sound or something, or?
No, they were watching porn.
Yeah, but they weren't hearing anything.
Well, I suppose.
Interesting.
It's really strange. I'm going to look it up because I'm.
You normally need to press something on like a discovering thing on the device for it to be discoverable, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yep, that didn't happen.
Interesting. All right. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
Have you got a beer?
I do. I think I've got like they're not sponsored beers, they're work beers.
How does that work?
Well, they're beers from a client that I'm checking out. So I've got the new version of the Alice Springs Brewing Company Territory Mid here.
Well, they are ex-sponsors of the show, kind of.
Yes, they are. So technically it's a sponsored beer, but I'm getting paid for this. So
yeah, no, I got the screenshot. My Photoshop license ran out, so now I'm using Photopia on the internet.
It's not expensive for Photoshop.
Have you used it? Have you used Photopia?
No.
It's literally like a web-based version that's exactly the same as Photoshop. Well, it's probably not exactly the same. It looks
like Canva.
No, like you look at it, it looks exactly the same as Photoshop. Canva's like a whole new thing. Do you use Canva?
Sometimes.
Do you have like the pro version, or you just like use the free version?
I just get my graphic designer to do that shit.
Yeah. Canva's pretty cool, dude. It's getting like crazy.
That's very good.
That's
$1 billion company, man.
Insane. Mel Perkins, the lady who started, is like I think the second richest woman in the country.
Yeah.
Maybe the first. She's like behind Gina Reinhardt or something. It's fucking magic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
How's the beer?
Actually, pretty good. This is my second time trying it now, and I'm liking it a little bit more this time around.
Nice. The glass is looking relatively clean.
It's not my best work. It's okay. Actually, that's kind of growing on me.
Nice.
Not bad.
I've got a beer, but I can't tell you what it is or show you what it is. It's a secret.
Why not?
But just because I can't. But I've got it in here.
Is it something that's yet to be released?
I can't tell you. It's because it's a secret.
What
But
the
it's not
fuck?
sponsored.
Okay. Is
So
it
I'm
Black
gonna
Ops
drink
beer?
it. I can't tell you. I told you I can't tell you. You know,
You can tell me. I'm a mate.
yeah, but I've decided I'm not going to tell you. It's probably
Okay.
more the truth.
That's weird.
But I'm running low on sponsored beers, dude. I haven't had a sponsored beer in and everyone in the group's getting these free beers all the time. What's going on?
We should. Nick Cogger said in the Facebook group today, if you haven't been to the Facebook group, it's facebook.com/groups/Boston the Brewer. And he said, I'll send you some beers from Dan Murphy's because I said Aramac sucks. So
Oh, okay.
Can I show you a photo of my last Aramex driver?
What's Aramex, a courier company?
That's the courier company. Can you let me share screen and I'll show you?
Yeah. I had a courier driver out the front today, just taking a piss right at the front of my house with his inside his car door into the gutter.
What?
Yeah, and I kind of just left him alone because I didn't want to make him feel too bad. Because I thought like he probably needs to piss all the time and just like can't. So I didn't make a big deal of it.
Here you go. Here is.
Yeah.
Can I share screen?
Out. Yeah, yeah. Elon's just licking his balls. So
there it is. There's my last Aramex driver.
oh, I know that guy.
He's the king of the logistical nightmares.
Oh, okay.
Freddy Krueger.
I see. Yeah, they're not very good.
They're pretty bad.
Right.
They're pretty bad, mate. But you know, try their best and all that sort of stuff. So
it's a tough gig, eh?
I'm gonna find out about this soundbar hacking.
Dude, we got a podcast to do. Just fucking chill for a minute.
Yeah.
Now, can we start with this? I want to raise $39. Check out this link I put in the show notes.
Why 39? That's a weird number.
Why?
It's not a multiple of 12.
Well, okay, let's convert 39 USD.
Fast Magic automates tedious editing and post-production work for podcasts, delivering transcripts, summaries, and other assets. Well, that just sounds like fucking Descript, mate.
Have a look at this example. My mate did his podcast. Have a look. Just click on that link, that last link. So he does like a PE gig. My mate Jared does he builds like apps and software for PE.
Which link? The one that you've highlighted?
Yeah, that one. Click on that. So he uploaded his podcast episode. It's an 8-minute episode. Look at all the shit he created.
Did it do those titles?
Everything on this page it did automatically. Keep scrolling down. All those titles, all the keywords, timestamp overview. So with the time of where things were talked about.
Yeah, right.
Questions and answers. Pretty fucking legit.
Real script. LinkedIn post. Oh my God.
Newsletter copy.
Wow. Okay, I like that.
Fucking legit. I would love to see. I think his podcast, I think, is like him talking through topics, which would probably make this work way better. Like ours would probably be a shit show.
Yeah. But we can always put it to the test. Why don't you send a MP3 to him to run through it and see what it does?
Okay, that's a good idea. But this, so AppSumo, the way it works, you gotta buy it, dude. Like it's gonna run out. It's a $39 lifetime deal, dude.
Okay.
One code.
I don't know what AppSumo is.
AppSumo, they basically they get software companies to submit like a lifetime deal for really cheap, and they drive them like thousands of customers. But you have to sign up for a lifetime deal. So it's like Groupon for apps.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know when this runs
right.
out. What does it say when the deal runs out? I don't know. But yeah, it's not something that lasts forever.
So if I'm looking for an app, I might be able to find something here cheap.
Well, yeah, if they happen to be featuring it that week, like if you sign up for the emails, you'll see what they're featuring. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that. That looks pretty good.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea. I'll send my mate one, and if it works, we can. But we should raise $39 from the 12. Do you reckon? From sponsors.
How?
I don't know.
Do a GoFundMe or something, or do we call up Matt from
Who's Matt?
Virtual?
I do a crowdfunding round. Yeah, we should. Do equity crowdfunding for $39.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like that.
It'll cost us like fucking $6,000 to get the regulatory stuff done, and we raised $39.
Yeah, exactly. We need to put a constitution together and But if you're part of the 12 and we want us to do an ad read for our 12 listeners, and you're prepared to pay $31 for it, let's do it.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So we've got a new segment, Hendo. We've got the normal docket with the news.
Okay.
12 questions, and then we've got a new segment called Hendo Reacts, and you're going to
Hendo Reacts. Okay. Tell us about Hendo Reacts.
So
we're doing that first,
which you hopefully haven't clicked on yet.
I have not clicked on them.
Do you want to do Hendo Reacts first before the news?
No, we'll come back to that because I don't know what it is. It's probably like a 50-50 or something like that, like on Reddit.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I was kind of rushing today, so I don't have like the best examples in there, but I figured I would scour the world of the internet, find interesting beer-related content, and you can look at it and react to it straight away, live and in the moment.
Okay.
Which is kind of what you do with the news articles anyway, but I'll try and find more fun stuff and, short, sharp type shit.
Okay. Sounds good.
News-wise, Easy Times. You wanted to talk about this Easy Times tank downgrade?
Yeah, it's not a tank downgrade, mate. They're selling the whole brewery. Like everything.
Yeah, brewhouse and fermenters.
Fermenters, keg washer, chillers, like fucking everything. It's like it's gone. It's I found that very strange. Don't you?
Do you have any luck getting Rusty to come on the show? Or
no. I'll drop him a quick message to see if he's keen.
Look, at the end of this just echoes all the stuff we've talked about already, which is it's just very, very fucking hard to make money. And if you've got a lot of your space taken up by a shitload of tanks in a CBD location that you're paying a fortune for rent, it just doesn't really
I get it. It's the rent's expensive and that sort of thing, but and you can contract brew all your products. Hang on, just writing Russell a quick message there.
Well, it used to be the 10 hec was kind of the size you'd go for, brew pub, but not anymore.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like the ramifications of that are quite interesting because if you don't have a brewery, then I'm pretty sure you would have to surrender your excise manufacture license.
Well,
with the ATO.
No, well, I mean, Russell did say in the group that they're just going to replace it with a smaller brewery.
Yeah. That's.
You got to wonder about this. But what about the Source brewing up in Cairns that was selling 2 years into opening the business and they'd never brewed a beer? We talked about that a few episodes ago. A lot of beer that gets sold in this industry, I think, that is not brewed in the place that it's supposed to be brewed at.
It's very interesting. Like I just think, I just like you're a brewery. It's your money making asset. I don't understand. Really would like to have a chat to Rusty about that. Oh, and he said no, he can't.
All good. Well, I think what we know and love about this industry is, kind of dying in a way.
It's going to be, I think this winter is going to be particularly tough.
Winter is coming, some Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah. I was thinking about it this week. I can't remember who I was talking to, but it was like back when I sort of started out in the industry, in the early 2010s and stuff like that, the industry started growing really rapidly. And we all said, oh, this is the last, this is it. It's going to crash, and all this sort of stuff. And it went on for another 10 years, 10 or 12 years. But I just genuine, and there were quiet years and stuff like that, but still okay. But I think this is the year there's going to be the fucking shakeout.
100%. Yeah. I was talking to a brewery owner during the week, who's just one of those people that have always done well, always been one of the kind of people you look to.
Yeah.
And just struggling, and not just struggling financially, just kind of like you put that many years of your life into something. Fuck, you know it.
Yes.
You went through it with
Yes, of course.
Recall. And then you get to the end of it and you start thinking, fuck, what if I got nothing at the end of all of this?
Well, exactly.
Think
Yeah,
about it
that's
totally
exactly how I
differently.
felt at the end of Brewer. It was like, you know,
Mm.
5 years of my life, and all I got was just no wage for 5 years, and a hell of a lot of hard work and stress and everything like
Exactly
that.
right.
And when it all did end, I felt this massive sense of relief.
It's really
I felt fucking
heartbreaking.
great.
But in terms of easy times, to me, that move makes perfect sense, to be honest with you. There doesn't seem to be any value of having a big fucking brewery in the middle of the CBD virtually, you know?
No, I think something more appropriately sized for the space would be a good idea, you know, and it doesn't have to be particularly big or anything like that, but yeah, just something that's a little bit more appropriate.
Yeah.
Open up that back area a bit.
I think it's like a romantic notion to be able to make all your own beer, but it seems like it's just it really doesn't. It's too hard in a lot of cases. Like for them to make all of their own beer, they either have to brew high volume beer in a place where they're paying way too much rent, or
Yes.
they have to get a second site and start a manufacturing business that just is
Yes.
very difficult to make money doing. So, you know,
Yeah.
it makes perfect sense. It's just kind of
Yes.
sad a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess there's just I think it says a lot about making sure that you have a solid and reasonable and realistic business plan if you go to start a brewing business. You need to know what sort of brewery you're going to be, and I'd probably be fair to say that it's very easy to get sucked into the notion of upsizing your equipment, thinking you're going to need the capacity, right?
Yeah.
It's very easy to do because when you go to, for example, the Chinese stainless steel fabricators, they'll go, oh yeah, there's a 10 hectoliter brew house here at $65,000, but for another $7,500, you can have a 20 hec.
Yeah.
And you're thinking double the size for $7,500. Yeah, bring it.
Hmm.
Same goes for tanks. You know, it's like $10,000 for a 10 hectoliter tank, but for 11, you can have a 20. And you know, and you go, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, of course. But then all of a sudden, what you've done is you've built something that's way oversized. You're brewing too much beer. You can't turn it over quick enough. The beer's not fresh. You're having to dump it onto the wholesale market,
Yeah.
and having to go through the expense of hiring sales staff and third-party logistics and all that sort of thing.
It gets
And
complicated real quick.
shit gets complicated really quick. And I think you just need to, when you're designing a brewery, cool your jets and just get something that's appropriately sized for, yeah.
You got to, that's the thing. I mean, you got to also have some understanding of the costs. And I don't really know how you would do that if you weren't, like, to be honest with you, I don't know how you would do that unless you were like a finance or an inventory person already in the industry. Because like, I know when I, used to be in the industry, I'm not anymore, but I spent a lot of time looking at the price of identical beers brewed at different sizes. And it fucking blew my mind, the cost difference at different sizes.
How do you mean?
Because you get a fraction of the labor from the same amount of work. So
Yes.
like
as in you get more beer for the same amount of labor.
Yeah, or less if you're talking about a smaller system.
Yes.
So like if the customer walks into a brewery and sees a pale ale for $10 a schooner and then sees the limited release IPA for $12, that all makes sense. But if you can buy pale ale for 250 contract brewed, so it's a 250 a keg, it might cost you 400 to make the IPA. It might cost you 400 to make the pale ale on a 500 liter system.
Yes.
And those numbers don't add up. So,
yes.
and I think it's all well and good to say people need to have a business plan and need to know the numbers. I don't even know how you would know those numbers unless you would like deep in that already in the industry.
Yes. Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to have some good business planning and numbers and financials and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, I hope that Easy Times, just navigate this and sell the equipment quickly and get a new brewery happening and all that sort of stuff, or whatever they're going to do.
But I mean, it also it's surely it's not going to be that easy or quick to get another replacement brewery in there, right?
No, that's a minimum 6-month project.
Yeah. Oh fuck, more. I mean, unless they find one, I suppose find one.
No, a lot of the hard work's done there, because if you think about it, the space is already there, the trades and services are already there, all that sort of stuff. It's a little bit of a change, but nothing over the top.
No, but it's the like if you're actually manufacturing the equipment, that's going to take some time.
As in fabricating stainless steel? That's that's 6 months, 6 months plus shipping time, 6 weeks, that sort of thing. So
yeah.
I mean, if you're looking to build a brewery, it's something that's turnkey and provided you've got a space that's similar and you can make it work, go for it,
Yeah. Well, I wish them all the best. If Ross wants to come on, let's do it.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
All right. Ice Bath Brewery goes cold. This is on news.com. There's like beer news everywhere at the moment. It's like
what's going on here? What is this about? Can you give me the fucking synopsis? Port Adelaide threatened legal action over brewery's mockery of Star.
It's really quite silly. Some footballer got kicked out of the team because he didn't want to take an ice bath, and someone mocked up a beer that said Ice Bath Lager, and it's got his likeness on the can. It's just a fun joke, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
And then they got angry and said, we're going to sue you if you put the beer out. And then they said they're not putting the beer out. So
okay.
White Label Brewing. Are you
Which
familiar
brewery?
with that brand?
Who?
White Label Brewing.
I've never heard of them.
I had not heard of them either.
Have a look.
It says you should
create your own. Oh, it sounds like a brew on premise shop. Glasshouse Brewery Proprietary Limited.
Oh.
There you go.
They got an email from the Port CEO saying this is not lighthearted fun as you put it. I'm pissed off about it. Lighten up.
Oh my god. So it looks like it's Glasshouse Brewery Proprietary Limited trading as White Label Brewing.
Oh, interesting.
They must have a beer, they just stick a label on it and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Mostly footy by the looks of it. All these mullets. So many mullets.
Oh, wait, they do a lot of beers like this?
That's what it is, yeah. Look. Can I share my screen again?
Yeah, share.
Yeah, look, that White Label Brewing, and you can go and make
I see.
stuff.
It's like it's to create your own beer type thing.
Just make your own beer and
okay. Well.
Choose from 3 popular brews that you can make your own. Premium draft, pale ale, and premium
it's like a Sea Legs can. It's like put in Sea Legs Pale in there and see what it looks like.
So what do I get? Your own branded beer cans, packed as 4 packs, packed into cartons of 16, minimum order 15 cartons, production time 3 to 4 weeks. This is just a bit of a frequently asked questions. That spelling mistake. Frequently.
Oh, frequently.
Can I spend? No. Can I need setup fees? Yes, $90. Can I do different labels? Yep. How long does beer last? 9 months. Can I reorder? Sure. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Player on the can.
So that's 3.5%. How much is this shit? How much? Doesn't say. They didn't put it on there. Order a taste pack.
You know, the first beer me and Eddie ever made was from one of these websites, like 2 years before.
Was it?
Yeah, maybe 3. I've actually still got it. I still got the bottle. Might be worth something.
What was it called?
It was called Brown Sandwich.
I'm sorry, what?
Brown Sandwich.
Brown Sandwich.
Yeah. Brown Sandwich. That's what we used to call beers. Brown Sandwich.
Brown Sandwich.
Yeah. You want to see it? I'll go grab it if you want.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God. Brown sandwich. I thought he was talking about something else.
You know the funny thing about this?
Oh, it's in green glass.
Yeah, and almost copied Bolter's slogan, because look at this. It's got
Right.
so Brewtopia was the name of the company that was doing it.
I know Brewtopia. I used to brew their beer.
Really?
At Southern Bay, yeah.
You might have brewed this.
Yeah.
So it's got Idenad, which is Dan and Eddie spelled backwards. I hope this
Yes,
doesn't
okay.
go on the internet. This is very embarrassing.
Of course it's going on the internet.
This is like 20 years ago. Brown sandwich. Can you see it?
Yes. Hungry beer.
Hungry question mark. See?
Beer.
That's like the Bolter thing.
A meal
There's
in
the question
itself.
mark. Isn't it?
Very European design there with the brown sandwich, with the brown bread and that sort of thing.
It says
Is there a
meal in
tasting
itself.
note at the back?
No, that's just Brewtopia stuff.
Yeah, I used to brew Brewtopia beer.
Yeah. Do you reckon that'd be worth some coin or no?
No, not at all.
Still in good nick.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
All right. Oh, there's some video playing here. All right. What do you know about this Cicerone thing?
So it looks like there's the Australian Cicerone certified professionals community.
Wait, first of all, is this a media release or is this news? I can't tell on the.
It looks like it's news. It says news.
Okay, I'm only joking. All right.
So apparently it's news. So we know what's newsworthy now.
Right.
So anyway, what do we got? Paul Daly, and there's people who are studying the Cicerone certification program, join a community, mentoring. Yeah, why not?
Has this not been a thing before?
Not in Australia, no. Distinct lack of use of the registered trademark thing, though. In this story.
What do you mean?
You have to use the registered trademark.
A little R thing?
The R with the circle, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you're being naughty, according to Cicerone.
Well, maybe it is a media release and not a actual news story then.
No, well, it's news. So that's probably how he gets around it, not having to use the R because it's news.
Oh, okay.
Because if you say it's news, then you don't have to use the R. But if it's a media release, then you would have to use the R logo.
Interesting.
Little loophole here, there.
Nice.
Little loophole. I mean, how do you even draw that on a keyboard?
You just copy and paste it from Google. That's what I do. Works every time.
I'm pretty sure there's a Alt 157 or something dumb like that.
Yeah, you can probably get a keyboard for it, like a little software keyboard for it.
What about a special keyboard with the R with the registered trademark thing?
Well, it's got the R in the image there. At
Yeah.
the end of Cicerone. You into the Cicerone thing or not so much? You like your sensory?
Yeah, I love my sensory. Cicerone's pretty good, but I've got my own sensory company.
Oh, okay. So it's a competing situation.
No, not really.
You have an R?
No, I don't think so. Cicerone is very much geared towards beer service.
Yeah.
And does a very good job of it, to be fair. But it teaches sensory skills, but it does it in the context of beer service. So you talk about glass cleaning. Yeah, I could use some help with that.
Yeah.
There's beer and food pairing, draft line systems, beer history, beer styles, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's got its place for beer service. Why not?
You don't hear it get talked about sort of anywhere near as much as the wine thing, but I guess it's different, isn't it? Beer's different to wine.
Well, a little bit, I suppose. It's made from different stuff.
No, but it's just more like, I don't know. 99% of people who drink beer don't sit there and kind of smell it and analyze it, and
Yes.
that is drinking it,
Yes.
Whereas like wine, you go into a wine shop up the road, they're sitting there talking about what region it's from and fucking, I don't know. There's kind of more to it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went into the Somme up the street, the wine shop the other day.
Yeah.
The guy poured, and they do a tasting on Saturday, and he pours a wine for me and this other guy who's in there. And the other guy, I think, was a rep. And I'm just like, I like wine. I don't really know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I know I like what I like, but I don't know that many details of, anything.
Yes.
And he pours a wine for each of us, and he's like, this one's from Adelaide Hills. Adelaide Hills, I think.
Right.
It's a fucking, I don't know, GSM or whatever. I don't know what it was. Some sort of type of wine. And I didn't know this at the time, but it said Adelaide Hills on the bottle, but apparently where it's from is right on the corner, on the edge of like Adelaide Hills and McLaren Vale. And apparently it's like right on the border. So it's borderline whether you should call it Adelaide Hills or McLaren Vale. Hope I'm
Okay.
getting that Adelaide Hills part right. McLaren part
Well,
right.
I know what they have in common. They are both, regardless, Southeast Australian wines.
Right. Well, anyway, the point is the server, Joe up the road, knew that it was it was technically an Adelaide Hills wine, but it tasted like a McLaren Vale wine. Because because it was that close that he knew the difference. And so when he told the guy this is Adelaide Hills, he was doing it as a test to see if this guy noticed that it actually didn't taste like an Adelaide Hills red.
Right.
And this guy, the first thing he said was, "Oh, really? That surprised me. It's from there. It tastes more like McLaren Vale." And I'm like, he picked it up straight away.
Wow. Okay,
like,
that's impressive.
Shit. Yeah.
That is impressive.
That's next level.
Fuck, that's pretty good.
Beer's not like that, is it?
Yes.
With hops, maybe, I suppose.
Hops have got terroir.
Yeah.
Beer, yeah, I'd say, yeah, for sure. I mean, you go drink an IPA from, brewed by an American brewery versus the Australian interpretation of an IPA, it'd be different.
No
But the difference is there's the skill of a brewer involved, not just terroir or where something is grown. You know
well,
what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's the big difference is generally with those wines, it's made where it's grown.
Yes.
So you can't just, well, yeah, I suppose there's a lot of that goes on too, but generally, if you're buying it from the region, you taste the region, whereas not necessarily true with beer because you can send hops around, they don't degrade too much.
Taste the rainbow.
Well, yeah. All right. Which one of these good beer week events are you going to go to? And don't say wrestling.
Well, I won't be in town for the wrestling, so a little bit annoyed. So I'm in town Saturday 20th, and I'm back down on the 25th. I don't know. I haven't really thought about going to any events just yet. Probably do a bit of poo.
Yeah. Did you see him on the Today Show?
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, Crafty's a pro, hey. That dude's made for TV.
He's very good.
He's very good. And he's with the Giggle and Hoot guy. They were chilled as.
Yeah, that's right. The Giggle and Hoot guy in the place where they break all the shit.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. Get along to that.
Yeah, that'd be good. The karaoke party to end all parties. Moondog always do good events. And so I'd be all over that.
That actually sounds pretty fun.
I wish I was in town for the wrestling, but unfortunately it's on the Sunday, so I won't be able to make it. But yeah, I'm going to go check something out. So I need to look at the thing this week and probably buy some tickets to stuff.
Nice. Well, if people are interested, there's a link up at Crafty Pint that goes through some of the events. Mm-hmm. It'll be in the show notes, and not because of AI, just because I copy and paste it from Google Docs.
Cool.
All right. Bucketies claim another medal at the World Beer Cup. So
very happy about that.
What's that?
Very happy about that.
I was reading the thing. I wasn't looking at your face, so I can't tell what's happening.
No, I'm not being facetious. Like Bucketies used to be a Klein wine, not anymore. Nice. But yeah, I like that. That's good. That's 2 years in a row that they've scored a medal, and I think for different beer style too.
Is because I get confused because there's like some of those awards you like send shit off to and you like buy prizes. The World Beer Cup's not one of those, is it?
Oh fuck no. It's for real. Yeah. This is like the world's best judges. Like if I wanted to judge at the World Beer Cup, I've got to start a 5-year process.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm going to start that process this year. Maybe. Depends how I'm feeling.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, good on him. Tony Destolfo, bloody legend. What do they do? An English style pale ale? Why is he in his jocks?
I was hoping you didn't notice that because I was going to put that in Hendo Reacts.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was just about to add it because I thought you didn't look at it.
Well, you got your
Look
first
at it.
fucking Hendo Reacts.
Yeah, all right. So I mean, this
Um,
is cool as fuck. He's in his speedos.
is he?
Who is this dude? Is he your mate or
I
what?
don't know. Who is that? I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
The guy on his right, that's Tony,
Okay.
but I don't know who the other people are.
He looks very happy. Are they socks? He's in his socks and speedos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, got to do that.
That's awesome. All right. Well, that spoiled Hendo's reacts, but that's okay.
Yeah, never mind.
We'll
be back.
Paddy administration. I think we missed this one last week because we just caught the booze
Oh,
button.
yes.
And then this one came out the next day, I think.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, this is an interesting one because there are a lot of breweries out there who use Caddy. What is Caddy? Can you explain what Caddy is?
Oh, it's like a third-party distribution system.
Yeah,
thing.
so basically it's a
they got bought, like, I didn't actually know this, but they got bought like 2 years ago by Digital Wine Ventures for like $30 million or something.
Is that right?
And then Digital Wine Ventures, who are a listed company, changed their name to Caddy.
Okay.
Now they could put.
Yeah,
Does that mean those guys who sold it are just minted?
must be.
That's crazy.
It's very interesting because like I wonder how many breweries are actually affected by this. So basically how it works is you sell your beer through Caddy, send them an invoice, they get paid, and then they pay the brewery.
Yeah.
Right. So kind of like a Paramount or something like that, a wholesaler, but in the virtual sense, I suppose. Don't know if they actually I don't know if they warehouse beer or anything like that.
Don't know either.
I'm entirely sure.
Don't know either.
So
don't think so.
There may well potentially be some breweries there who are owed money by Caddy.
Oh, yeah.
We probably aren't going to see that money or very little of it now. Like they would pay a brewery, I think within 7 or 14 days or something like that. I don't know how you can, as from Caddy's perspective, how you would remain cash flow positive if you're the middleman in the cash flow cycle between a venue and the brewery, and you're paying the breweries in a very short amount of time.
It's a fucking tough business.
It makes no sense to me. So for this to happen,
much uproar about this? I haven't. Maybe it's just because it's not.
I haven't really spoken to any breweries who. I've heard of a couple of. I've spoken to one or two breweries that said like a couple of grand here and there and that sort of thing. But like basically, the breweries that I have spoken to said, no, we just sent all our shit-paying clients to Caddy.
Interesting. Maybe that's the problem.
That sounds like the problem to me. So. I just don't think it's possible to pay someone within 14 days and then be on credit terms yourself. That just makes no sense to me.
It is interesting though, because I know when I was in the industry, there was always that thing where if you're a single supplier to a venue, they can very easily just not pay you, and there's not a lot you can do about it. They can just put another brewery on tap. But if they're going through 3PL Paramount, or if it's ALM or Paramount or something, they're going to lose half of their stock. So there is sort of like
that's right. So they've got to pay that bill exactly, otherwise they can't trade.
But
and I think Caddy tried to solve that. I think Caddy tried to solve that, but let's see what happens. Very interesting.
Yeah, not good. Right, federal budget. Do you give a fuck about the budget?
I didn't really listen to it. I normally do, but I was doing stuff.
I don't care that much about the budget. This article's boring.
I think I was probably riding my motorcycle or something like that.
How about Indies judging?
Yes.
You do that?
Are you going to judge?
I am incapable of doing that.
Why don't you steward then? It's on the Gold Coast, mate.
That's true. I might go.
Oh no, it's at Felons. My apologies. So just go and.
So the Indies are at Felons, but Brucon's at Gold Coast?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, it's judging from Tuesday the 15th to the 17th of August. So I won't be there. I'm going to be in I'm going to be on safari. So in South Africa in my safari suit.
Why?
I'm speaking at a conference
Oh, that's fun.
with Mazen.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And so, yeah, they're sending me out to Johannesburg, and I'll just try not and get shot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a like reasonably dangerous city, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty sketchy, and you know, I have my concerns, but I finished my will today, so I'm set.
Oh, nice. Very good. What's your topic for the talk?
I haven't decided yet.
No.
Probably something that I like water chemistry or dissolved oxygen or something like that.
Yeah.
Or yeast. I love yeast. Yeah.
Nice.
Down with it.
If you're listening, get into it.
Get into it.
All right, let's do Hendo Reacts. You got to share your screen.
Okay. All right. All right. Hang on.
And let's just keep in mind this is the first outing for this segment. I can make it better, okay? Because I didn't have that.
Okay. So what do I got to do? Link one.
Link one. Give me your live reaction. Wait, how do we get? Yeah. Okay.
Announcement. Newcastle locals Modus Beer have partnered with Absolutely AI, a leader in artificial intelligence design, to create new and unique beer designed entirely by artificial intelligence. That was my react.
Okay, good.
It was a fucking sigh.
All right, that was a bit of a shit one. Let's try the next one. I want to put the dude in his undies up there, but you already spotted him.
Yeah. All right, let's have another Facebook link. Oh, beer vat leaks thousands of liters. Oh, did I share sound? Let me just share sound.
You I imagine you've seen that one.
I've seen several angles of it actually.
Right. I can see your inbox. I'm looking at your inbox right now.
Oh, right. Sorry, tell my inbox.
That's a carton.
Oh my God. Oh, it's in Australia.
Yeah, Sunday Road Brewing.
Oh.
Jesus. I actually haven't watched this whole video.
Old mate needs to put an open butterfly valve on there. Not happening. I think you just gotta. I think when you get to that point, you've just got to call it a day, and just go, nah. Let's just walk away. Just smile and walk away.
Yeah. That must have been in a tap room because you hear people like.
Well, there's people. Yeah, Sunday Road, eh? Very interesting.
All right. You got to keep your screen shared, Hendo.
Oh, sorry. Link 3.
Hendo React segment is a bit of a fizzer so far.
Do I need to keep sound on?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that might be the only video actually. But, oh no, here we go. No, this one, yeah. Have you watched this?
Craft beer, mate. That's all too much for me. Now look, I might be a simple man who spells beer with 4 X's, but Christ, I feel like I'm doing algebra when I look at half these new beers. XPA, IPA, UFC, XYZ. I mean, what the fuck does that even mean? I mean, Christ, are we talking about beers or Ford Falcon models? I mean, not that long ago, to me, buying a beer out of a tap was fancy. And in the fridge, 3 or 4 options, max. And then, of course, your spirits. Now, there's peanut butter beer. I mean, what the fuck is that? I want piss, not protein. Oh, and they always got weird fucking names like Half-Fucked Possum IPA or Colorbond HZJ fucking 75. Some bars you walk into now, I feel like I need a translator just to order a beer. A while ago, I went down south to a little hipster bar out past Burley Heads there. And like most foreign countries, mate, the women are beautiful, but I had no idea what the fuck anything said. The beer taps might as well have been written in North Korean, mate, because you have to try them all just to work out which one you like. I had a mate who knew that he had a fancy work dinner at a place that served strange piss. So he went there the night before, tried all their beers, just so he knew which one to order the next night. It's a strange day when you got to do a pub reconnaissance, mate. Next we'll have scouting parties. Go forward and find the lager, men. Now, I'm all for trying something different. I mean, I'd love to get overseas to see one of those donkey shows. But when I order a beer, I want a beer. not a fruit salad. I mean, half these new beers taste like the Wiggles brewed it. Now, I will admit that some of these tins and labels, they're pretty. But some of them, they're just too much, mate. Especially when there's a 6-page backstory written across the back of the bastard. I mean,
This is so
I
true.
feel like I'm getting drunk in a library. Though, that's not a bad idea, actually. Hard to find a quiet place to drink these days. All I'm saying is, primary colours is all we need. I don't need some holographic tin with some commissioned artwork of a stoned elephant skateboarding into a pigeon's arsehole to feel cultured about my drinking. But one thing I'll give to a lot of these craft beers, they do fucking roll you, but I don't mean alcohol. I mean, I like that part, get me on my way quicker. But the beer itself is just heavy, you know, thick, too much in it. That's why I like a lager, you know, you can get it strong, but it's thin enough that you can just sit on it all night, for days if you wanna. And you wanna know something I've noticed? There are no craft beer alcoholics. There is just no way that you can be a good old-fashioned carton-a-day alcoholic on that shit. Think about it, mate. How often do you see some old chippy on a Friday knocked off, walking out of a bottle-o with an $80 carton of fucking craft beer slung over his shoulder? Never.
So true.
No bastard is going home to polish off a carton of Horny Caterpillar SV6. And like most things, mate, it costs a bloody fortune. Give me cheap hammer and tong piss any day, mate. Now, I might not have the most sophisticated palate. Bitter and flavourless is all I need. I'm not drinking for fruit salad, yummy, yummy. I'm drinking to get drunk and to feel nummy num num. Cheers.
How many young ones left?
Oh, that was
you
very
old
good.
fella?
Very good, very, very good. There's a fucking subtle message in there for craft breweries, really, isn't there?
One more.
His old mate and his jocks.
No, that was going to be number 5.
Oh, come on, internet. Oh, yes, I saw this. Yes, Currumbin Valley, big announcement. We found a new home for our production brewery and tap room in Currumbin Waters. And do you know where this is?
I've got an idea.
Yeah. Have you been there?
I've been. No, I have not been to the brewery. No.
No. I think it's good. Looks like it's well underway too. That they're getting everything going, and nice space. Nice space.
Yeah.
That brew house looks interesting with the copper thingos.
I know.
on it.
Where's that come from? That's not theirs, is it?
I have no idea. No idea. I need to talk to Smokey about that
Yeah.
because that just looks. That skid with the brew house on it looks insane.
Looks cool as shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
There's Aaron from fucking.
Who's that?
Aaron, he owns some bars down the coast. He also runs a company that does fit out, like designing bars and tap rooms and stuff.
Oh, that's probably why he's there, mate.
That's amazing work.
Looks like there's bathrooms going in there or something like that.
Yeah, they're sending it.
Pretty good.
How's that?
Very good. Full send. Oh, they're Bunnings. And there's a dog. Whose dog is that?
It's a cool English bulldog. That's like an English version of Elon.
The bar looks good. Everything looks good.
Scanning the bar. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, look, that's just Lukey, really, isn't it? Oh, this is very exciting, actually. I think, oh, there's a cool room there behind the bar. Holy shit, they got tap system in and everything.
Yeah, look at that.
Very impressive.
All ready to go.
Very, very impressive. I think this is good. I'm pretty chuffed about that, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really interesting to see how the boys go, and I wish them all the best. They've you know, if you think about the history of Currumbin Valley, they've been gypsy brewers. Then they built the brewery up at Smokey's farm there, which is great. And then they've always needed an outlet, a tap room, somewhere where you can go and have a Currumbin Valley beer and call it your own and all that sort of stuff. And I think that's fucking amazing. And I'm really chuffed with them.
Likewise. Legends. All right. Oh, we got Elon. Stop it. He's just licking.
What's Elon doing?
Constantly licking. It's just
Can't hear it.
he's just licking. I can't tell if he's licking his balls or his paws, but either way, it's just like
Is it going?
yeah, it's like constantly. I'm like, sounds like your sound bar. All right, so we've got 6 questions. Kind of, well, mostly replies. We don't have that many, but anyway. All right. Adam Shell.
Which one?
Not that one, the other one. Oh,
Okay.
here we go. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is to see Crumben Valley Brewing news today? That's good. And then Luke Keeper replied,
Yes.
not to mention their kit. So there's another picture of the kit. What's going on with that thing? It's crazy.
Oh, can you show us a picture of the kit?
Yeah, have a look at click on the thread.
Oh, I thought I wasn't allowed to look.
Yeah, don't look.
Oh, don't make up your fucking mind. It's a very interesting. I wonder where it came from. I wonder if
That's
they
cool
bought
as
it
shit.
specifically.
Yeah.
Big skid with the brew house on it.
Yeah.
They're obviously going to make
small
beer down
though,
there.
isn't it? It's fucking tiny.
Yeah.
That's cool though. All right. And then Luke Keeper said 12 out of 10. I'd agree with that.
I'd agree with that. 12 out of 10, definitely.
Louis G, I'm out of questions. I need holidays. Thanks. He's a top contributor there. Thank you.
Yes.
Andrew Green, comment, receiving way too much targeted advertising on my feeds for Gold Coast beachfront property after clicking on the Dancing link. Okay, all right.
Oh,
Come
man.
on, dude.
I clicked on your Dancing link
Yeah? Buy it.
and, well, no, because on that page, there was the estimated repayments calculator.
Oh, yeah. I realized
And it was $14,500 a month. I don't know $14,500 a month. Fucking hell.
That's if you borrow the whole. I mean, how the fuck do they work that out? I have no idea how they work that out. But yeah,
That's a big month. That's a big mortgage, mate. Big mortgage.
That's not my mortgage. That's just like some estimated thing of. I don't know what that is. Definitely not my mortgage.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how they work that out. I guess they take because they do like a property estimate, which is bullshit anyway, and then they probably take whatever the interest rate is if you borrow the entire amount.
Yes. Well, I punched that repayment number into a home loan calculator to check my borrowing capacity.
Okay.
And that's a $2.5 million place.
Fucking better be more than that. Better be a lot more than that. All right. Bo Curtis. Oh, here we go. We've got a few questions. Bo Curtis, have you worked out who this Louis G is? No.
No. He knows who he is.
Who knows? Bo Curtis knows?
No, Louis G knows who he is.
It sounds like Bo Curtis knows based on that comment.
You reckon?
What?
I reckon Louis G's probably been in there.
Been in where?
His brewery.
Oh, and introduced himself as Louis G?
Perhaps.
Maybe Bo Curtis is Louis G.
No, definitely not.
Why not? How do you know?
Because I've seen the photo that Louis G posted with the Grand Prix where he covered his face.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was like one of those like Einhorn is Finkel type situations, you know, where they.
No. I think he's a real. I think Louis G's a real person.
But it's not.
But it's not Bo Curtis.
Interesting. All right. Aber predictions.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do we have an
Wow.
episode? We're still what a week and we're still 2 weeks.
Judging's next week. I don't think we can do an episode next week because I'm going to be judging
Okay. Well, we should do over under.
for ARBAs.
Yeah.
Yeah. For trophies.
Yeah. Wait. So we're not. So wait. What date are the ABAs?
25th is the gala dinner,
Oh, okay.
which is also a Thursday.
We'll do it.
We're gonna have to. Yeah, that's like 2 weeks because I'm judging next week, and then the gala dinner is the following Thursday.
We'll find another time between now and then to do one episode, and we can.
Yeah,
do
of course.
Yeah. We can do predictions.
We can probably record during the day, perhaps, because
definitely. All right, Bo Curtis. Question 3: is the Crumben Valley venue and the downsizing, or more accurately, right-sizing of Easy Times, an indication of the most likely source of growth in small medium breweries in Australia? They're not in any way related, are they? What does the Crumben
Say that again.
venue have anything to do with? Is the Crumben Valley venue and the downsizing of Easy Times an indication of the most likely source of growth in small to medium?
Oh, as in brew pubs.
I think he's saying, I suppose what he's saying is small brewery and large tap room area. I mean, yeah, I think it is a good indication.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think I think the brew pubs are still going to be a thing. I think that if I was going to talk to the 12 listeners that we've got, I would say go to your local brew pub and pay them some patronage and drink their beer and eat their food and all that sort of stuff, because it's fucking tough out there at the moment.
So here's the other thing, Hendo, is like what he's saying is kind of what everyone says, is that, like, you know, you need the brew pub to do well, you need to sell food and all the rest of it. But
Yes.
if you think about a brew pub versus a restaurant or a good themed kind of bar, restaurant, surf club, or whatever, like,
Yes.
brew pub have so many costs that those businesses don't have. It has the one benefit of being able to sneak under the excise rebate. That's
Yes.
the benefit.
Yes, they can
But
make
other than that, it
cheaper
has
beer.
a whole bunch of costs and challenges and concerns that those businesses
Yes.
don't have. So
Yes.
it's not like it's an easy way to go about things. It's still fucking
Yes.
hard.
Yes, of course. Yeah, absolutely. I think yes, I agree. They're complex businesses, particularly if your brewery is. I think where it gets really complex is that if you have if you oversize your brewery and you have enough production capacity that you need to sell excess product out to the wholesale market, and then all of a sudden you're playing in that space, that's a lot of resources and for not a lot of margin. Now, pre-pandemic, I would have said to anyone opening a brewery that they should switch on as many revenue streams as they can. I don't think that I would necessarily agree with that point of view at this point in time.
No, you want to do whatever
you
you can do to be profitable if you can.
Exactly, and I think that if you're going to be a brew pub, be a brew pub, right? Probably a case in point that I would probably point to of a recent brewery opening where they're balancing things well and because of the circumstances, they are the size that the way they are is Hiker. They've got some excellent beers. They've got a good venue that's just simple. They've got a very small canning machine that just does enough that they can put cans in the fridge and sell takeaways.
What's the canning machine? They got a single head there, or they got something?
I think it's a Kegland single head thing, right? Which they've retrofitted so it doesn't pick up so much DO and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
They didn't get enough tanks for that they originally wanted, and I actually think that this has worked in their favor, because when they bought the stainless steel, the freight rates sort of coming out of the pandemic was like $30,000 for a 40-foot container out of China.
Yeah.
And so they just couldn't buy enough tanks that they actually wanted, so they actually have less. And I think that's actually, in my opinion, I think that's probably worked to their favor, because now they're constrained in the amount of beer that they can make. So most of their beer goes over their bar, and it doesn't take a lot to sell a little bit of excess into the wholesale market, but just enough just to keep the beer turned over and fresh, right?
Yeah.
So if you've got 10 hectoliter tanks and that sort of thing, you pull 10 kegs out for yourself. That's 10 kegs to sell. You only need like 2 venues or 3 venues doing 2 kegs a week, and then you're okay. Then you turn the beer over, and doing it at a reasonable pace.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of smart, Whether that's the reality or whether Phil or Dan would agree with that, I don't know. But I think
I think there's you don't get to see the P&L of every brewery in the
no, of course not.
So
but I think as far as what they're doing and that sort of thing, I think it's kind of on the right track. No kitchen, just food trucks. No kitchen, just food trucks. Phil's putting a lot of work into getting events happening there. They've got wrestling on there in June or July.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to do that, you need to be a hospital operator, essentially.
Yes.
Good at events.
Well, that's Phil. Phil does that, and Dan's a good brewer and that sort of thing. So that, I think, is right-sizing your business. And that's the thing, is that the industry's changing, and it continues to change, and it continues to evolve. And whatever you did 5 years ago isn't valid today.
Yeah. Good advice. All right, Q4 best tap room playlists.
Oh shit.
Only 4 questions, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all factors of 12.
What?
1, 2, 3, and 4 are all factors of 12.
What does that mean?
What is a factor?
Like a factorial?
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Oh no. It's basically one times 12 is 12. 2 times 6 is
It
12.
contributes to a result.
3
Okay.
times 4 is 12.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So it's a factor. Okay, so that's what we're going to refer to it when it's not a multiple, it's a factor. All right, so
Factor,
we've got
yeah.
6 questions tonight, and that's a factor of 12. All right, good.
Yes.
Taproom playlist. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Justin Bieber plus Taylor Swift on shuffle, and that's all.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Taylor Swift.
All right, dude. We did it.
Good chat.
Good chat. No live.
We're definitely
live?
going to be off next week, and we'll try and do an episode, perhaps maybe a day episode or something.
Yeah. Or do something. Do something in the group. A quick live stream in the group, maybe something.
Quick live stream in the groups, yeah, some of that. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Awesome. All right. Cheers, mate. Have a good week.
Have a good week. Laters.